Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black here with the Strat Time Report as we come into a Tuesday. And if you go to SPY, you're going to see this. Yield new highs and sit and do nothing. So we had this, and this is what you wait for. So when you're looking for buying opportunities, what you want to do is wait for the triangle the out, which they did last week. Here, the gap down, which is a 2 down because it took out this low, and then boom, 2-2 reversal, and now these became an outside bar of all that, right? But then you get up into the highs, and that's exhaustion risk, and it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It just stalls out, right? We're getting closer to the end of the month, another 2 month, which we've seen for many moons here. So then we stall out here a little bit. We did get a little bit of a pullback here. The 2 up, 2 down on the 60, and now you got a new 60, but you can see stuck in a tight range, and what that tells us is that they're going to be going into sectors and certain stocks as opposed to the broader averages up into here. If we go to QQQ, see the same thing. That 2 down by taking out the lows, there's the triangle layout, and there's the 2-2 reversal, and then the follow through on a Monday, and then the stall out on the Tuesday. Rev Strat week, inside week, pokes down, boom, into the highs, and then you get this sit and do nothing up in here, and that's your exhaustion risk of doing nothing. If you go to the diamonds got some more room to go take all this stuff out. Still an inside week for the Dow Jones diamonds here, and you can see just went inside and down in the 60, but stuck in the opening range, and we've seen that a lot during this summer. So it tells us we're going to try and go where the things that are moving, right? If we go to small cappers, looks like still an inside day here. 32 and let's see here, 32 and 32, yeah, to the tick, still an inside day. Trying to go Rev Strat week, the inside week, the poke down, and then boom. So for the rest of the week, small cappers I'd want to know about above 220.26. You're there right now, albeit stuck on the month, going inside month almost for sure, as we've been talking about all month. One of the things I talk about, especially when we get new folks, that one can make a very good living doing nothing but watching the 30 and 60 minute gappers, and so that I tweet out and then we talk about in the morning. If you go to RCII, Rent-A-Center, right? And so one of the things that I'll talk about is, if this works, what else will that do? Also, when you are trading 30 and 60 minute gaps, what you want to do is you want to pull up your 30 and 60 minute charts 20 minutes after the hour and 10 minutes before the top of the hour to see if there's a combination setting up with the 30s and 60s. And so what you're going to see here in Rent-A-Center is this 2 down inside 212 reversal over here over 62.69, and then if that works, it triggers the 2-2 reversal on the 60, and still good, right? And then you can just walk it up on the lows of the 60, still good. And if that works on the monthly, you got your outside month, your poke down, your 322, with giving us a target new highs over 66.32, so you'd have some more room on that, right? Also, it could trigger the inside week to the upside. Also, can trigger the outside day, right? So you always want to be looking at multiple time frames, and if this works, what will that set up? What will it do, right? Because you'll hear me say this a lot too, that whenever you're trading something, it's like playing pool, right? You don't just go there and say, I'm going to buy it here and sell it there. If this works, right, I got to leave myself another shot and say, okay, here's where I can add, here's where that's still good, and all that kind of stuff. And knowing all that can keep you in a trade a lot longer than some people would be in there and say, well, I'm just going to take my money and leave and go. I'm like, no, still good. So if we got anything going on here, it would be China coming back here, your babas finally fighting back after a rough month here, right? But here's your 2 down, 2 up. Takes all these guys out in one shot and just kind of stalls out, but that says go down the line. You go JD, trying to go inside 60 to the upside right now. It's also 2-2 reversal on the week here, right? If that works, that's something I'd want to know about. PDD, and you can see that inside 60 to the upside, 212 directional, and that works, and that gives you the 322 on the week, right? So we're looking to take this high out, which we did. 95.51, thanks for playing, still good. PDD. If we go to UPST, and UPST, inside day to the upside, right? Now we already hit our magnitude in the month because we've been talking about this all month. The 2 up, the 2 down, the 2-2 reversal, where these two become an outside bar of all that. And it's reconfirmed by the inside day, right? So it does its magnitude, then it pulls back, exhaustion risk, but now it pulls back and goes inside day and takes it up. So far, so good, UPST. Another group here that's doing all right here is the home builders to start off here. And home builders, XHB going to the highs. And that's saying something because you got Home Depot weak with lows. So that tells you it's the pure players, the DHIs here inside Momo Hammer on the day. Still inside week, but taking that 2-2 month back to the upside, albeit doji on the month, so I was aware of that. Toll Brothers here, Momo Hammer into the highs. That's taking that hammer month here. KBH, how you doing? KBH coming up on the inside day. How about Lennar? Lennar on a 3-2 day coming up, so you can see all of those starting to stay strong together. That's good. That tells us institutions are buying home builders, but not necessarily Home Depot and Lowe's, just the pure play home builders. If you go to the CrowdStrike, holding the gap right now inside on the 60, and there's your 2-2 week reversal here, right? Which triggered yesterday by taking it out, so you would have known by that yesterday, and then you get the benefit of this here, going like that with the Palo Alto networks on the gappers. Here, still going to the highs. Let's see if there was a good way in on this. Might be a little quick here, but a little grindy in that, but we'll see. If we go to Airbnb, having a nice little day and just came out quick, firing, and now just kind of stalls out. And you always want to be aware of that in a summer market, but you might get your inside 60 here to take it back up. But right now, just kind of drying up. But it does go 2-2 on the week and does go 3-2 on the month. So just nice bar, just a little quick there right out the chute. If we go to Best Buy, and Best Buy having a nice little day here, and that goes inside month to the upside. The 3 outside bar, 2 down, 3-2-2. The magnitude is to take that out, and if that works, that keeps you that inside month and up, and it's been higher. So if we go to the 30, anything in here on the 30? A little tricky here on the inside 30, but you can see still driving higher as Best Buy. If we go to Medtronics, and Medtronics having a nice little day, just stalling out here. We'll see if that sets up again. If this closes out, I'd want to know above this in the next half an hour over 133.09. Backing off just a tad. If we go to DraftKings, and DraftKings here, was that low that week? 59.72. Inside week to the upside, and if that works, that reconfirms the Rev Strat month. 1, 2, 2 coming up. So right now, DraftKings is going to give you this. Trying to go inside 60 to the upside right now. All right, so the market backing off just a tad here, but like I said, it just kind of dries up here in the afternoon, or midday, I should say. TLT trying to come down just a tad. If we go to TSP, TSP going outside week to the upside, back through previous range, having a nice day here, and a little tricky here off the inside 30, but still nice long green bars, and that's what we like coming into midday. If we go to Splunk, and Splunk inside day to the upside, and if that works, 2 up, 2 down week, boom, these two are going to become an outside bar of that, and if that works, Momo Hammer month. Anybody got short in here? Now, boom, stick it to them, and off she goes. Splunk. If we go to AI, and AI here having a nice green day coming up here. You can see this slight higher high, slight lower low, 222. That's how you get in on this. All right, and if that works, the 2 down, 2 up week here. Over 49.18. You're there right now for the rest of the week. Now coming back to come after some of these guys up into here on the daily. If we go to Okta, and having a nice little day here too, and triggered yesterday, the 2-2 week. 2 down by taking out the lows, 2 up. Boom. There's your 2-2 reversal week right here in Okta. And if that works, you might get the outside month. Running out of month, but you can see here was the inside 30. Pokes up, still going. If we go to Gerardo, Suave, Shockwave, and Shockwave coming in off the 60 now, but hits its magnitude by going 2 up on the month, 2 down by taking out the lows, and then these two became an outside bar of all that. But you are still inside week and up. The 2 up, this was a 2 up, inside and then up. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if that sets up for the rest of the week. If we go to TS or Shop, and Shopee on the outside week, 2 down, boom, 322. So long as it stays above 1534.60, we're looking to take this high out. 1583.37. All right, so we'll see if that sets up again for us. Right now, fading just a tad. If we go to TKAT, and TCAT hard to see, but you can see that 2 down, 2 up on the week, and now just kind of stuck in here. We'll see how that goes on your 60. Maybe get yourself an inside 60 coming up. If we go to the downside, I get this question a lot too. If you go to NVAX, and NVAX. The question I get is, do the closing 30 and 60-minute bars, are they valid on the next day's opening? Like they are, and so you can see this clean kicker on the 60 right out the chute, bright green, and then gaps below it. This thing's almost for sure going out at the lows. Boom, nice hour there. Now stalls out a little bit, trying to go 2-2 down on the day and trying to go rev strat on the weaker. Still green on the month, but we'll see if this goes inside on the 60, because you've got that weakness also with Moderna. Still an inside day, but you can see, still also that bright green 60, and then boom, straight down. So we'll see if there's anything more comes of that, because we've got some little druggy weakness. Pfizer, rev strat day. Inside day, pokes up, boom, back to the range. Still an inside week, but so far, if you can take this out, then you'd have your 2-2 week, and this is what this might trigger. Inside 60 down right now as I speak for the next hour, below 48.54. If we go to XLP, inside day to the downside. Still stuck on the 60s here, but XLP discernibly weakness. You're going to see SJM having some problems, 2 up, 2 down on the week. And if that works, you're taking out the month. You can see this going into the lows. You've got Hershey's having some problems, taking this out. Last week's lows, red on all time frames. Not quite an inside 60. Did we get a 30 out of this? Did. Inside 30 to the downside. You see, full time frame continuity, everything's red, and you've got the benefit of knowing that XLP is weak. How about Mondelez? Having some issues. Rev strat weak, 1, 2, 2, so that's good below 62.79 for the rest of the week. If we go to some of the towers are weak here too. American Tower. Here, you see that taken out. Still an inside week, but getting closer. And you can see, here's what we wait for. Triangle the out on the 30. Boom, 3. Higher high, inside, 2-1-2 reversal on the 30 and back into the lows. And that tells us to look at S-back. S-back getting closer to a 2-2 week, and you can see it did the same thing. Pop up and then right back down. CCI in the towers. TSP going to the high as I speak. And there you go, inside 60 down, not totally falling apart, but taking out that weak is CCI, so you can watch those towers together. TSP, get boy, still going, still good, and we'll see if there's any way in there. Still off that 30. If you go to a 15er, let's see here, nice inside 15, and off she went. If we go to Johnny John, also having some problems here with the drugs. Johnny John going 2-2 week to the downside, all right? So you can see all these vaccine guys and all that kind of stuff, and Lilly backing off here as well, going up 2-2 week to the downside. If we go to BNTX, Baidu goes to the highs, China, and BNTX fighting back now, but we'll see if that rolls back down with the crew. Other than that, we got Norfolk Southern. Here, rev strat day. Inside day, pokes up, boom, to the downside. And if that works, you might take out this weekly low here. below 260.45 is what we'd be looking at. That tells us to look at Union Pack, RevStrat day, inside weak to the downside triggering, and right now an inside 60. So if you had that on the radar, you'd see the inside 60 is going to reconfirm the daily RevStrat as well as the 212 weak to the downside. Looks like I'm running out of time again, but right now, just a little summer stall out, but that's why we go looking at the sectors and stuff like that, where they're going. Right now, China on the menu. WB going to the highs. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith's in the Black, with the Strat Time Report.